ZTE today presented the Blade V7 and V7 Lite. Of course, the Lite is cheaper with 169 euros including tax compared to 249 euros. But as you can see here already, there are advantages of the Lite version too. For just one example, you see a fingerprint sensor the V7 doesn't have, and there is more. So in this video, I want to introduce both and especially explain the differences. And let's start with the aluminum. Yeah, ZTE is calling that unibody, and right, it's going around the edges here, and that's all aluminum, but top and bottom here, that's plastic, as the antenna signals have to leave the phone and reach the phone. So for my, I understand unibody, it should be all over here, all over the back, like HTC is doing this. So this is not unibody, but that's just a definition. This is aluminum, and especially it's aluminum on both, even on the Lite one here for 169 euros. That's totally okay. And there are more advantages, like I told you. But let's start with the display, of course. Both are IPS dual domain, meaning you have that high viewing angle stability, not extremely high like on a AMOLED display, for example, but good enough, I would say. This one is a little bit darker, as you can already see. This is a little bit brighter over here, and especially 5.2 inches, 132 millimeters instead of 4.98 inches, 127 millimeters. And especially resolution is different, of course, this price difference. Here it's full HD, meaning 1080 by 1920 pixels, and here it's 720p, so 720 by 1280. So coming to a pixel density here of 424 ppi, that's 9% above the average, and that's here 295 ppi, 47% below the average. But compare, for example, here these settings, or maybe something else if you want to here. So it's nevertheless great and good and well to be read here on the Lite 2. I always compare this. This is DVDs, this is Blu-ray. You can enjoy your movie too, but this is a little bit sharper, but you have to pay more. That's kind of the same. And especially you see, both are the same user interface by ZTE. It's Android 6.0 on both, and you have no app launcher, no menu over here. Everything is happening on the home screens. Let's say out of the box. You can of course install afterwards by yourself one of the thousands of app launchers here in the Play Store. Nevertheless, you have that navigation is down here. I guess you can't see. Let me go to, for example, here into this one. Back is on the left. Yeah, and on the right here we have, of course, the task manager. Here it's a little bit different because one short tap is bringing you to the personalization of these home screens here directly. And if you want to go to the task manager, it's a long press. That's one of the small and minor differences. And the other thing is here, if you compare this, here it's a little bit smaller icons here, looking a little bit different, but nevertheless you have this almost the same configuration and the same features. The only smaller difference I could find here is in where do we have gestures? That's what I wanted to show, the gestures here. You see here on the V7 you have less options and more here on the V7 Lite. Especially one of that I really appreciate, that's that double tap to wake, meaning just double tap on the screen here to wake up from the task, from standby mode, and that's not working here. You can't do this. And as far as I know, at least everything I've tried out, all these apps on my devices, it never worked. So here advantages, and especially one big advantage is, I guess, for selfie fans, you have a front light only on the S7, 8 megapixels, 5 megapixels. Here on front camera selfies only that wide screen to enhance, but that's way less strong than a real LED flash. On the back side, it's a little bit different. Again, you see here you have that dual tone flash, just one wide LED. But on the other hand, both have 13 megapixels. But here I saw that the aperture is f2.2 and here it's f2.0, meaning in low light situations, I guess, we have to test that, of course, but my guess is here the Lite will have a little bit better photos. On the other side, videos, 1080p, just 720p. Yeah, it's and on the front, here we are with 720p on the Lite, better even than here these 640 by 480s only. So on the V7 front videos, you can almost forget. It's a hard decision, especially as both have the same unibody, of course, and especially one nano SIM and one micro SD card, both up to 32 GB officially. Most cases it works with bigger cards, but no guarantee, and especially both have 16 GB internal memory. So both, and of course both 4G, both do not support Wi-Fi AC and do not have NFC, but all the rest is again the same. So, and form factor almost the same too. As you can see here, the Lite just 70 millimeters here in width, and that's 73 and 135 grams instead of 138. So in both, of course, battery is fixed in, and here it comes now. Let's not mix up this one here, the Lite on the right side again. You have both batteries fixed in, this one 2540 and this 2500. So just 40 milliampere hours difference here. And with that bigger screen, 5.2 inch, 5 inch. And especially you have a processor here with 8 cores instead of 4. So this is more power, but I guess the V7 Lite will have a longer runtime. Again, a guess, but I am pretty sure of that, because here you have 8 cores, 1.3 gigahertz. To be precise, it's the MediaTek MT6743, the same Mali T720 on both. Here we have the MediaTek MT6735P. So 4 cores, like I said, 1 gigahertz only. And here we go. Both have 2 gigabyte internal RAM, working memory. So this is a surprise, I guess, at least for 169 euro, including tax here. For the V7 Lite, I have expected 1 gigabyte here for that price. So surprise once more. The only thing that might help you, nevertheless, with your buying decision is following this one here, because I'm always winding a little bit, just as you can see here, just to see, is it stable and are there pressing, is the glass pressing down on the panels. And what I've experienced here, okay, that's what I wanted to show you, is I don't touch anything. Really, believe me, I don't touch down here. Nevertheless, the glass is pressing on the touch layer of the panel, and even if I don't do anything, nevertheless there are some actions, and especially, like you might have heard already, and see, for example, here this line down there, I don't press very hard. So the only thing I wanted to say is it's not really very stable compared to the V7. Same procedure here, like this one, you don't see anything, and especially nothing has happened here. So if I'm pressing the same way here, you see it's more stable, and especially you do not hear anything. I don't want to make any bending test. This is unreal in my opinion. Nevertheless, I wanted to show this one is more solid. This one you have to be a little bit more careful, especially, for example, carrying it in your back pocket, sitting down with it in the back pocket could be a problem, at least during some weeks or months or years. So that's the only difference I could tell you. right here without testing it intensely. I hope I could help you a little bit. Again, the price is 249 and 169 including tax here in Germany, Europe. Both shall be available in most global markets starting in June. I hope I could help you a little bit. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye.